the first kalp of Shwetvara, a battle was fought between Brahmaji and Vishnuji to prove their superiority, and the Keshwarji narrates the story of battle between Brahmaji and Vishnuji. Once while travelling, Brahmaji reached the abode of Vishnuji. He saw Vishnuji resting on Shesh-Nag and being attended by Garuda and other attendants. When Brahmaji saw that Vishnuji didn't get up to receive him, he became very angry. Very soon, verbal duel erupted between them. It became so severe that a battle was fought between them, which continued for a very long time. All the deities arrived from the heaven to watch the battle. They became very worried when they saw no sign of battle coming to an end, so they decided to go to Lord Shiva to seek his help. Though Lord Shiva knew everything, but still he asked about the well-being of the world. The deities told him about the battle fought between Brahmaji and Vishnuji. Lord Shiva then sent his 100 Ganas to pacify both of them. He too went there accompanied by Mata Parvati. When Lord Shiva reached there, he saw that Brahmaji and Vishnuji were about to use their deadly weapons, Maheshwar and Paashupat respectively. Fearing the destruction which these deadly weapons might have caused, Lord Shiva manifested himself in the form of Anal Stamp, that is, a pillar of fire between them. Brahmaji and Vishnuji had already released their weapons, Maheshwar and Paashupat. Both the weapons fell into that pillar of fire and got destroyed. Brahmaji and Vishnuji were very surprised to see the pillar of fire, which was so enormous in size that it reached the sky and penetrated down the earth. Vishnuji transformed himself into a boat and went to the Patal to find the base of that pillar of fire, but he was unsuccessful in his attempt and came back. Similarly, Brahmaji transformed himself into a swan and flew up in the sky to find its limit. While going through the aerial route, he met a withered Ketaki flower, which had still some freshness and fragrance left in it. Lord Shiva smiled at the futile attempts of Sri Brahmaji and Vishnuji. The flower told Brahmaji that it had been present there since the beginning of the creation but was unable to know about the origin of that pillar of fire. The flower also advised Brahmaji against making any efforts in that direction as it would be of no use. Brahmaji then sought the help of Ketaki flower to give a false witness before Vishnuji that he had been successful in seeing the limit of the pillar of fire. Ketaki flower agreed. Both of them went to Vishnuji and Brahmaji told him that he had seen the limit of that pillar of fire. Ketaki flower gave a witness. Vishnuji accepted the superiority of Brahmaji. Upon hearing this, Lord Shiva became very angry with Brahmaji. He proceeded to punish Brahmaji for his falsehood. Vishnuji requested Lord Shiva to spare the life of Brahmaji. Lord Shiva became pleased with Vishnuji and accorded him the same status as that of his own. After doing this, Lord Shiva opened his third eye, which manifested Bhairav. He ordered Bhairav to kill Brahmaji. Bhairav severed the fifth head of Brahmaji with his sword. Brahmaji became terrified. He was trembling in fear. Vishnuji felt pity on his condition and requested Lord Shiva to forgive him. Lord Shiva then stopped Bhairav, but cursed Brahmaji. You spoke untruth with a desire to become worshipable. It is my curse that you will not be worshipped by anybody. You will possess only 4 heads. Brahmaji begged his forgiveness. Lord Shiva felt pity on Brahmaji and gave him a boon of being the presiding deity of all the yajna. Similarly, the Ketaki flower was also prohibited from being used during worship, but when Ketaki flower tendered his apology, Lord Shiva gave blessing that it would be fortunate to be offered to Vishnuji during worship. Vishnuji and Brahmaji then worshipped Lord Shiva. This was the first time Brahmaji and Vishnuji had worshipped him. This particular day is considered to be the most auspicious day for the worship of Lord Shiva. Shivaratri has been continued to be celebrated since that day.